episode where we're reviewing the brand new Porsche 991 GT3RS, which is my personal dream car.
Now what's special about this car is designed to look like a normal Porsche 911. However, it's a complete track monster as it can compete against cars like the Ferrari 458 Speciale and the Lamborghini Aventador SV. But does this mean that this car loses Porsche's trademark luxury and day-to-day functionality?
Well, let's go and find out. So we're here in the cabin of the GT3RS. This car has elements of the 918 like the Alcantara lined steering wheel, the carbon fiber reinforced bucket seats, and then we have special buttons. So we have your exhaust flap opening, which is my favorite, your PDK Sport, so it lets the gears ride for longer and then it gives a gap between paddle shifts, which makes you feel like you're driving an actual race car, your suspension dampening system, your ESC off, and then you have ESC and traction control off, and then your pit speed, which limits your car to a certain speed of 30 miles an hour, so when you are pitting in to change something. There's carbon fiber all over this car, your doors, your center console, your instrument cluster in the middle, and even your seats. These are all made to save weight, so you get the perfect lap time around the track. You have your fabric door handles. Not only they look stylish and special, but they do save weight compared to conventional door handles, which no one really thinks about as a big deal, but it is a big deal in a race car. Even though this car is a race-bred car, you still get your standard car options, like you have your navigation, your CD changer, air conditioning. Even though this car is made to save weight with the carbon fiber everywhere and the weight reduction in the body parts, but it doesn't make it lose its road car functionality.
We are at the front exterior of the beast, which is the Porsche GT3RS. As you can see here, it's finished in an exclusive PTS black color with black accents, such as this front splitter, which keeps the car glued down. An option in this car is the Porsche Dynamic Lighting System. What this does, it adapts the range and the intensity of the light to the prevailing situation. For example, if you come up to an intersection, it will detect this and decrease the intensity and increase the width so that it reduces glare and increases your visibility. Here you have these giant air intakes which guide the air around the car so that it's glued down to the road ahead and increases stability, control and traction, so you have better handling. Here you have these aggressive looking rims for the Porsche GT3RS. If you look behind them closely, you have these giant carbon ceramic brakes with the yellow brake discs. These ensure that the car can stop as well as it can go. At the back, at a glance, what you see is this rear spoiler, which is absolutely gigantic. What this does, it glues the car down for better traction and overall better handling. In addition to the mad aerodynamics and the brakes that will rip your eyeballs out if you even poke the pedal with a stick, Porsche has yet again hit the jackpot when it comes to crafting great suspension systems. And it definitely shows. This thing can dart around corners at high speeds like no other. This could also be due to the cleverly engineered rear-wheel drive steering system. Working in coordination with the front wheels, the rear wheels point slightly towards the direction that the front wheels are pointing at high speeds to increase stability and overall control. During tight turns and corners, the rear wheels point in an opposite direction to the front wheels in order for the GT-RS to be nimble and agile around the track. Lower down you see the GT3RS logo. You can see that they're stickers instead of an actual logo. This is to save weight, which is the whole point of this car. Lower down you find the exhaust system. It might look subtle, but in fact it sounds very ferocious and represents the soul of the car.
the heart and soul of the GT3RS. All you can see is carbon fibre and 2 fans. I'll let you enjoy the rear mainly while I talk about the engine. It's a 4 litre flat 6 producing 500 brake horsepower, paired with a fine-tuned PDK transmission from Porsche, propelling this car 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. That's supercar leading to hypercar territory. It goes on and on and on to a top speed of 193 miles an hour.
Okay, so this magnificent and special machine has proven to be stupidly fast, great value for money, well, sort of, and a great track weapon. However, though it can eat competitors around the track, it is 0.4 seconds slower in a straight line than the McLaren 675 LT. Nonetheless, we predict that most people will take this car around the track, and therefore it will be a great purchase if you will use it for what it's designed to be, a track monster. This is due to the fact that it has the grip, stability and aerodynamics to cope with any condition to make any driver feel like a racing driver. We have put this weapon up against its class. We give it 3 out of 5 for comfort because it actually can be used on the road, 3 out of 5 for practicality because it does have a boot, 3 out of 5 for running costs, 5 out of 5 for safety, and a definite solid 5 out of 5 for performance. However, who buys this car for practicality and comfort anyway? You might as well get an S-Class. You buy this car for its driving ability and nothing else, and that's why we would give it 10 out of 10 overall. Now, the question for this review is, would you have the Porsche GT3RS or would you have the Lamborghini Aventador SV? Personally, I can't make up my mind, so leave your answers in the comments below.
Thank you very much for watching our review on this Porsche 911 GT3RS.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Dynamic Perfromance Car, where we'll have their address and Instagram page just below here.
Please subscribe and watch some of our other reviews.